Feeling like a shark in a shrimp tank. Big fish, small pond in the shrimp tank.
Hey everybody, welcome to the post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank. As always, we did a great broadcast today. I'm your co-host Ted Janko with my co-host Lee Heisman. Of course, we had Ken Lundin on today. We talked all about sales, marketing, and growing top-line revenue. You should always click the subscribe button now. That's how you get these videos in your in-mail box of all of our great entrepreneurs. And make sure that you hit that notifications bell. That'll notify you that the video is there and you can check out all of the great videos. Always download us at Google Play, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, SoundCloud, Spotify, iHeart, or anywhere you can find us on the internet.
Well, you know, if you don't notice by now, Ted and I normally do not wear pink today.
Pink?
But it's our Shrimp Tank October, of course, breast cancer awareness. Ken, thank you so much for coming on the show today. Ken, tell our listeners a little bit about your business. Give them the small elevator pitch about Ken Lundin, but also the new business you're opening as well.
Oh, perfect. I appreciate that. So Ken Lundin Associates is business one, and then business two is a business called RevHeat. What we're doing is effectively combining sales and marketing expertise to leverage that to actually grow businesses. And so with the ability to advise both of those, we get rid of the friction that typically exists between both of those forces.
You know, I read your website, and by the way, you have to check out the website. It really is great if you're looking for a template or a format to build your own website for your company. When you talk about these sales myths, so to speak, on there, one of them talked about that sales is more art than it is science, but you were saying on the podcast, it's actually the opposite.
No, it's 100% the opposite. So let me ask you this. If I could tell you that with absolutely no further leads and no further pipeline growth, that you could triple your total sales with the existing amount of prospects coming into your business, is that interesting? Because that's what happens when you put the proper sales systems in place, instead of just hoping that Lee and his charisma are going to get a deal done.
Yeah. I wouldn't hope for that at all. We would not hope for that at all.
Yeah.
So Ken, something else you said on the show, and I do recommend listening to the podcast in its entirety, and what I learned was you have a lot of entrepreneurs out there that are experts in their respective field. Technically, they're amazing, but they're thinking mostly about what they offer. Can you elaborate a little bit about that little secret sauce that you tell your clients?
Yeah, the most important thing, Lee, and that's a great question. The most important thing that you can understand is what's happening in their lives. What are your prospects going through and what problems are they having? You know, as an example, we like to use this in the software world. Hey, we have better reporting. Well, there's not a single business owner, I've got two of them right here, who wakes up in the morning and says, you know what? I want to spend 50 grand on prettier PDFs.
No,
right?
No, not me.
But what you will say is I'll spend 50 grand tomorrow on stuff that'll help me run my business more efficiently, improve revenue, reduce risk, or reduce expenses. So getting into what are the things it's really going to do for their business is critically important, as opposed to, click here, do this thing, this is how it works.
Very true. Well, Ken, how do people get in touch with you if they want to learn not only more about your business, but learn more about you? And you even offered on the podcast a free 30-minute session for your entrepreneurial journey and how you can help entrepreneurs.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, there's two ways to get a hold of us. Go to the website at kenlundin.com, which is LUNDIN.com. And then second, and probably the way I'd be most excited to get in touch with anybody from any of the listeners is this. Go on LinkedIn, look me up, Ken Lundin, hit connect, and then just put that you said, hey, we listened to you on the Shrimp Tank podcast. And if there's something going on in your journey and you just want to bounce it off somebody for 30 minutes, we'll give you a free 30-minute strategy session.
You know, you mentioned on the podcast today that you spent, in your mind, $750,000 to get an MBA in entrepreneurship. And sometimes that's what it takes. This is why you want to listen to Ken's tactics and techniques. It's why you want to check out his website. We've got some other great videos here in the Shrimp Tank. I'm interviewing lots of business owners. A few weeks ago, Lee and I were able to interview a Wall Street Journal best-selling author, Jeff Pedowitz. He had a book that came out called F the Funnel. So if you want to find out just another way to think about marketing, you may want to check out that video and more. And that's your post-show wrap-up of the Shrimp Tank.